Madam Speaker, thank you for letting me take after teachers. You know I am a son of a teacher myself. Speaker, these days sections of the media in this country call me the embattled Secretary General of ODM. And the matter that is before consideration this morning on the Senate is part of where my problems began. You know, Speaker, on the 22nd of July 2025, I appeared on one of his popular shows on Citizen TV and declared a very famous MOU dead because I was growing continuously exasperated at the pace or lack thereof of implementation of that MOU. One of the critical things or provisions of that MOU, Honorable Speaker, was that a promise was made to my party and my former party leader, the late Honorable Raila Odinga, that in fact, because ODM believes in devolution and we call ourselves the party of devolution, that in the financial year 2025-2026, we were expecting that counties would receive 450 billion Kenya shillings in allocation. Speaker, I ran into a lot of problems on the floor of this House during debate in March of this year after the meeting that happened at KICC that sought to extend that MOU. And I remember saying on the floor of this House that I was extremely embarrassed. I was extremely embarrassed that my colleagues in this House were present at KICC clapping and ululating when the head of state was saying counties are going to receive 450 billion Kenya shillings, and yet we could not see the money. In fact, my senior, the senator from Narok, the Honorable Edamo Lekina, almost, he almost skinned me alive. But here we are now. I want to make it clear, Honorable Speaker, that my entire tribulations and trials in the ODM party are because of my continued insistence on implementation of the promises that were made by none other than the head of state to the family of devolution, to the ODM party, and most significantly, to the late Raila Amolo Odinga. Honorable Speaker, what is most embarrassing is that Baba is being betrayed by his own people. By his own people. On this one, I'm not even going to blame William Ruto. For the first time, I am going to excuse the president on this one. We thought as members of ODM that after we have the head of treasury coming from ODM, and he's a former chairman of ODM, shame on you, Honorable Mbadi. You have shamed Baba because wherever he is right now, he's wondering, how is it possible that my main man is the head of treasury and they're the ones taking us around in circles here? It is even further annoying that the head of budget, the chair of budget in the National Assembly, Samuel Atandi, member of parliament from Alego, elected on ODM, is the one betraying Baba's dream to see 450 billion Kenya shillings going to devolved units. I am deeply embarrassed as the SG of ODM, that our own members can be the ones frustrating the dream of Raila in trying to make sure that resources are devolved to counties. I was following the mediation process, Honorable Speaker, and it is Samuel Atandi who is repeatedly telling us that there is no money to give senators, or not senators, to give counties. It is extremely embarrassing. Madam Speaker, yesterday we had a debate here on another bill, the Feeds and Food Safety Bill, and we were lamenting here that the National Assembly always trashes the reasoning of the Senate on every single matter. So, Madam Speaker, I look at this report of the Mediation Committee, look at the reasoning of the National Assembly as to why we cannot be given 450 billion as a family of devolution. They have given two reasons there. At paragraph 7 of that report, Honorable Speaker, you will see that they are saying revenue shortfalls. They have given revenue shortfalls as one of the excuses. And then they have said that the House observed that the allocation of 420 billion as the equitable share to county governments was informed by prioritizing of expenditures of national interest, including public debt obligations and other national commitments. When the National Assembly defines national interest, the counties don't feature anywhere as an ingredient of national interest. Then you go to page 3 of that report, Honorable Speaker, and you see the reasoning of the Senate. From paragraph 11, we have taken time to explain to the National Assembly why counties need these resources.